Hello everybody, this is Group 5 presenting our presentation today. My team comprises of Sadaf, Ginny, Samuel and myself Chandana. This presentation focuses on evaluating the study conducted by Melissa F.Y. Chang, Wee Ping Wu and Mi Ling Ong with the topic of Supervisor Subordinate kankei, job satisfaction and work outcomes in Japanese firms, and representing how these studies findings are applicable in a Canadian business example. Firstly, we go through the objective roadmap. So as we go through the presentation, we will get through about the concepts, and then we get to the purpose of the study, and next we go on to explain the hypothesis and the findings of the study, and then with the help of the study we will also see how this can be used by the Canadian companies, all these concepts. So now to start with, let's talk about the objectives. Our aim is to investigate the relationship between superior subordinate, job satisfaction and various work related outcomes such as organizational commitment, job promotion and turnover, intentions in the Japanese concept. And we already went through the roadmap, which had the concept, purpose of study, hypothesis, findings, and its implementation in a Canadian business company. To move ahead, let's get familiar with the concepts of which are used in this study. The study, with the help of kankei model, examine the relationship between Japanese superior subordinate relationship, job satisfaction and various work related outcomes. Now, what is this SS superior subordinate kankei model about? It describes the quality of informal and emotional ties between the Japanese superiors and subordinates that focuses on interpersonal harmony and social cohesion. The main features of this model are superior aiding subordinates in understanding job requirements, protecting them from higher authorities, and fostering loyalty and hard work. Developing informal discussion with close subordinates to mitigate conflicts. Kankei is emotionally driven model, emphasizing human feelings, dependence, and loyalty once committed. Kankei emphasizes long-term commitment, and with that, the superiors viewing subordinates as lifelong members and protecting their welfare. The purpose of the study is to test the mediation model of Chiang proposed in 2009 in Japanese context. So the study examines the relation between the superior subordinate kankei and its various work related outcomes. But the study was carried out on 201 Japanese subordinates in 3 manufacturing firms in Tokyo. As it stated in the study, job satisfaction is linked to organizational commitment, reduced turnover intentions, and increased job promotions. Japanese employees value job stability, community orientation, and personal achievement needs. These criteria leads them to fulfillment and job satisfaction. As a result of job satisfaction, they develop organizational commitment and promotion while they intend to stay in the same organization. My team member Sadaf will take over from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Chandana. Now we cover hypothesis and finding of the study. Regarding hypothesis, we need to note that according to the SS kankei relationship, supervisor care for subordinates' personal life and work performance. So this close relationship can result in subordinates' job satisfaction. And as we explained before, job satisfaction is linked to organizational commitment, reduced turnover intention, and increased job promotion. Therefore, we can say job satisfaction acts as a mediator between SS kankei and work outcome. The study phrased the hypothesis as follows. The first hypothesis is that SS kankei is positively related to employee job satisfaction in Japan. The second hypothesis series claimed that job satisfaction is positively related to organizational commitment, turnover intention, and promotion. The third series evaluate the mediate role of job satisfaction. So it says job satisfaction mediates the relationship between SS kankei and organizational commitment, turnover intention, and job promotion. After testing the hypothesis, this is the final model that the study introduced. As you know, every single arrow represents one of the hypotheses. And based on the results, we can see that all of the study hypotheses are significantly related. We can also see that SS kankei and job satisfaction are positively related at the p-value of 0.41. So the first hypothesis is supported. The second series of hypotheses show that job satisfaction is positively related to organizational commitment and job promotion, and negatively related to intention to leave. The third series also indicates a negative relationship between SS kankei and intention to leave, but positive relationship between organizational commitment and job promotion. According to the results, we can conclude that utilizing supervisor subordinate kankei model can lead to improved job satisfaction among Japanese employees and led them to get additional support and resources from their subordinates and enhance their work outcome. However, the study discussed that job satisfaction may not be the only mediator in the relationship between SS kankei and turnover intention. The study provides some suggestions to improve job satisfaction. For example, it suggests that Japanese supervisors need to be encouraged to provide attractive, challenging, and meaningful job for their subordinates. They should improve working environments and offer long-term welfare benefits. And finally, the study represents that supervisor can offer comprehensive training to improve employees' skills. Now I turn the presentation over to my other team member. Thank you.
Hello and good day, Professor. My name is Samuel. I'll continue from where my colleague stopped. I'll be talking basically on the application of the studies of our findings from the study. Then our chosen company is Kimrose Gold Corporation. It's a Canadian company founded in 1993, and the headquarters is in Toronto, Canada. We believe we can apply the finding of our study in Kim Rose Company. This is because the employee turnover at Kim Rose Corporation is very high. For instance, in 2018, between 2018 and 2019, Kim Rose had a decline of 1.81% of their employee. That means 1.81% of the employee left the organization. And in the year 2019 to 2020, 0.21 left the organization again. Although there was a sudden change in 2020 to 2021 where they gained 4.14% of their existing employee, but it became worse in the year 2021 and 2022 where they had a turnover of over a negative of 31% of the employee, meaning that 31% of the employee left the organization between the year 2021 and 2020. This is not what any good organization desire, and we believe strongly that they would want to adopt our findings to their own advantage. Therefore, we'll be recommending the use of S to S relationship to Kim Rose, and this is to change the narrative for Kim Rose. The S to S relationship, which means superior subordinate relationship, should be adopted for them to be able to move their organization forward and stop the negative trend. This is because the findings of our research of a research done by Chung et al. Proved that there is a strong support for the role of um, job satisfaction in S to S relationship and work outcome. I'll be leaving this again for my other colleague to continue from there. Thank you. Please find our references. Thank you.
Thank you, Samuel. Now let's see how to change the narrative by adapting supervisor-subordinate relationship version in a Canadian context. For this purpose, we have chosen a company which engages in international business, that's the Bombardier Incorporation. After losing a major contract to Boeing, Canadian aerospace giant Bombardier had secured a new deal with the US Army. This will bring about $224 million to the Montreal-based aerospace giant. If we see how employee relationships are handled at Bombardier, we should look at how elevating workplace dynamics takes a key place in its human resource management. At Bombardier, the implementation of supervisor-subordinate kankei practices isn't just a strategy, it's a commitment to excellence. Supervisors safeguard their teams, ensuring they feel secure and valued. This fosters long-term commitment and loyalty, focused on achieving zero harm. Initiatives target risk reduction and employee well-being, embedding mental health support within the employee value proposition. Diversity and inclusion, pioneering changes for inclusive future. With a clear objective of fostering inclusive world, Bombardier strides forward with initiatives aimed at diversity and inclusion, from increasing the hiring of underrepresented groups, empowering leaders to recognize and address unconscious biases. The company drives progress at all levels. Finally, employee engagement. Cultivating excellence every step of the way is their concern. Bombardier's aspirations of employee choices is evident focus on employee engagement through tailored programs and flexible work environments. Outcomes, where commitment meet results. Through its holistic approach, Bombardier redefines workplace dynamics, from enhanced safety standards to inclusive practices and elevated employee engagement. The outcome speaks volumes. Bombardier adopts supervisor-subordinate relationships in this manner: health and safety, diversity and inclusion, employee engagement. For each of this, they would be measuring their success, they'll benchmark their performances against industry standards. And as you can see, as striving to achieve those through adopting SS Kankei-like practices, they have achieved these standards in the health and safety, diversity and inclusion, and employee engagement practices and bases. Bombardier Aerospace's adoption of SS Kankei-like principles illustrates how Canadian companies can successfully apply these values to cultivate fruitful employee relationships, yielding both tangible and intangible benefits. If you look at these benchmarks and results in social wise, Bombardier takes health and safety very critically. As a result, fatalities from the baseline year to the report year had been maintained at a very minimal level, which is the best possible level, 0. Also, lost in time in severity rate. So they have been able to minimize severe incidents or accidents which would hinder workers' health and safety as well as performance. And if you move into inclusivity and diversity progressive steps, percentage of underrepresented groups were not even calculated before. But as a result of the steps taken towards it, we can see 13.4% of the Canadian Bombardier workforce is from underrepresented groups. Also, if you move on to voluntary turnover rates, you need to realize this was between the COVID period. They have been able to keep it at 7.2%, and all of y'all who knows about international business would have a good idea how much turnover rates of labor would have been during the pandemic. That will conclude about the Bombardier SS kankei like principle adoptions. This concludes our presentation on how Canadian companies can adopt SS kankei like practices. The references for our presentation are in our next slide. Thank you very much.